is now waning or going down in the profession. Will the profession have any future at all? 100,000 chartered accountants, 46,000 in profession. Of 46,000, 33,000 are sole practitioners. This is the professional scene. 33,000 sole practitioners. 10,000 firms with the partners of 2 to 4 firms. Partners with 2 to 4, very small. 3,000 firms with partners of something like 5 to 10 partners. Firms with 5 to 10 partners. 200 firms with partners of something like say 5 to 10, and less than 200, 180, 190 firms with partners from 15 to 20, and 5 or 6 firms only with 20 partners. Rightly or wrongly, my firm also belongs to that. We have 20 partners now for whatever it is. Now in this scenario, you see the cake available is very large, but only a select few are able to. You look at the scenario, 500 Fortune companies, 95% are all with the member firms of the large internationals. And their feeling is going on. They only have the capability, they only have the knowledge, they only have the skills to handle all these large assignments. So large audits in the private sector, consulting, everything is being handled, and the large majority is left behind. Unfortunately, that has given a little slide in the morale of the profession. So what has happened today, you find that almost 95%, I was looking at the statistics, number of chartered accountants who qualify annually is about 2,500. So from 2006 to 2010, 30,000 chartered accountants, not 30,000, 2,500 into 4, yeah, 10,000 chartered accountants would have qualified. 96% have taken to employment. Only 4% have come to pure profession. This employment, of course, includes employments with big firms, multinationals and all that. But those who have ventured and practiced is hardly 4%. So those in practice, in terms of numbers, in terms of percentage, has come down. And a huge preference, huge rush for industry. Well, if profession is not lucrative, you see, things are going to be in pretty bad shape. This situation is not good for any learning profession, learned profession. We have to reverse that. At least 25–30% should come into the profession, because it is the practicing profession that is going to lead to the business, industry and commerce. You cannot hand over the destiny of the entire business world, economy, infrastructural growth, everything to a selective few who may have their own whims and their fancies. The world has known, world has seen the experience. And even in the industry, the situation is not very bright. There are many chartered accountants who are not truly employable. Their knowledge levels are adequate. That's why I said we need to start from base. Look at the chartered accountant students. 95% of the students would not have done a good company audit, not even a good tax audit. And their knowledge about, you are talking about extensible business reporting language and IFRS, the basic knowledge on accounting and auditing is minimal. So you find, what do you do with that? They get lost. They simply get lost. Whatever opportunity comes to them, they jump at it. If they get 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs, they're happy about it. And they are not in a position to pursue a worthy employment, a profession. They don't come up. Now, this again is not a healthy trend for a learned profession. We need to ensure that the students are trained well enough. Absolutely. I'll come to that. So this is what raises an important issue. Is the foundation of the profession solid? Is it basically based on what it was, integrity, value systems, independence and all that? Do we offer adequate opportunities for the bright ones? Could they come up? Are they bold enough? Are they confident? Have they enough soft skills that is required? Are we as a firm, as a profession, playing an important role in driving the nation's economy to the heights which we are in a position to do? Now, these are important questions. So therefore, I say you have to start from beginning, from the training of the student itself to the making of the chartered accountant, strengthening of the professionals, empowering the professionals, making him grow at every time, giving him the required confidence to remain in profession, helping him to specialize in different areas, help him, equip him to be up to date, modern to the needs, whether you are 40 years, 50 years, 60 years, 70 years, what does it mean? As long as your faculties are good, you are good enough for the nation. That kind of a confidence has to be built in the professionals. That's what we find in most of the professions too. Why should we lag behind? So this is what we need to. That's why I said we have paucity amidst plenty. You know the student situation? How many students are studying for chartered accountancy today? Can you imagine? 400,000 students doing their CPT, 2 lakh students doing their IPCC, 1 lakh students during the final exam, 7 lakh students right now undergoing. If you have got 7 lakh students undergoing professional course only for chartered accountancy at this point of time, ranging from 1 year to 3 years, does the profession have to bother anything about paucity or anything? How many should qualify after 3 years? If in any knowledgeable profession, if there are 7 lakh students, in 3 years from now, we would expect 6 lakh chartered accountants to come out. Is not the case in all other professions. Look at medicine, look at engineering, look at law, look at information technology. If there are 100,000 students undergoing, 80, 90,000 will qualify. Now, out of 700,000 and more we have now, at 2,500 per year, we may end up with how many? We may end up with 10,000 chartered accountants, 15,000 chartered accountants. What is this? So, what is wrong with that? Is it a case that 700 out of 700,000, 6,70,000 students are donkeys? You need to think about that. What is wrong with the system? After all, what is that is required for them to know in accountancy, auditing, taxation and all that? What is there? Why are we not able to teach them properly, train them properly, coach them properly and bring them up? It is in them that the future of the profession lies. Unless you focus on the knowledge and training and developing them, there is no point. There is absolutely no point. The future is of profession cannot be taken to be granted. Coming to the practicing profession too, what does an young man feel? How do we empower him? How do we give them the knowledge and the expertise to, the courage to enter the practice? In every profession, you find those who have come up with what is called a guru-shishya relationship, a senior-junior relationship. Look at the law profession, look at the medicine profession, look at any profession. They learn, as professionals they learn at the feet of their gurus. A cardiologist, a 50-year-old or 60-year-old cardiologist must be training 25, 30 cardiologists at a time. A 40-year-old, 50-year-old, 60-year senior lawyer must have 20, 30 juniors under him as juniors. So they've got to be trained. So chartered accountants must be given internship compulsorily. In a profession like that, before we give them the certificate of practice, what is the hurry to give them a certificate of practice? Let them know what is practice first. Whether auditing, very difficult. Auditing is not very easy. Auditing, taxation, consulting are very, very difficult areas. So they have got to be given the proper training, compulsory internship training, and then develop them 2 years, 3 years later they come. And they shall not get lost. 33,000 individual proprietary practitioners. What is this? That's not what India needs. That's certainly not what India needs. So we need to consolidate. It's not enough we have got 2,000 firms of partners of 5 to 10, 200 firms of partners 10 to 5. No. India needs 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 partnership firms with 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 partners specialized in different areas, capable to project that we have them ready with us. Then who can come and take away the profession from you? Nobody can. So therefore, the practice has to be organized. First, right from the second year or third year onwards, commencement, have to be organized as partnership firm. It's not easy to be in a partnership firm. I am running a partnership firm with 20 partners. It's not very easy, very difficult. You've got to make them a cohesive lot. You've got to instill the confidence in them. You've got to give each one of them what is due for them. You have to place them where they are good enough. You can't put square pegs in round holes. You've got to constantly watch and monitor them. And you have got to connect them. So many things need to be done. And you have got to give them the freedom to grow on their own. But how do we achieve that? Achieve that only because what is my strength in my firm? All my 19 partners are all my sishyas. Every one of them is my sishyas. I can proudly say whatever it is, I have been their guru at some stage or the other. So I have got the moral, hold on them that it is this guru who is speaking to them, the senior or the managing partner. So you build on that, and then you add on. Every 3 year, 4 year, you go on adding one partner. When you reach a stage of 4 years, 5 years of partnership, you specialize in areas. First you are a tax partner and audit partner together, then you make yourself into an audit partner alone or a tax partner alone, and they specialize